Hey guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. This is another Shark Week episode. I believe we are at episode 5. And this movie review I'm going to do is for the 12 Days of Terror. Um, this movie is an hour and 27 minutes long. It was made in 2004, and it's based on true events. These specific events occurred in 1915, and those events are what inspired the making of the movie Jaws. Now, Jaws is not a true story, obviously, but those events inspired the making of the movie. This movie, 12 Days of Terror, is the actual true story that happened. Um, Everything I looked up, most of this story is true. I'm not 100% sure about the very ending, but like all the people that died, the ways they died, and where the sharks were, that was all true. So this movie is 12 Days of Terror. Let me get into the basic plot. Like I said, this takes place in 1915. We have a lifeguard working at a beach. And the beaches. It was supposedly an extra hot season that particular year, and it was drawing in beachgoers from like New York, all down the coast. So this took place on the Jersey coastline, Jersey Shore area. And this is not to be confused with Jersey Shore shark attack. But so the beaches are being flooded with beachgoers, and they were calling it sea bathing. Was becoming very, very popular trend to do because of the heat. So a lifeguard is there and on duty, and a guy gets killed out in the water by a shark. And at this particular point in time, people did not believe that sharks would attack humans. So the science that they had in 1915 suggested that there's no way this could be a shark. It had to be something else because sharks don't attack people. That's what was thought at that time. So the funny thing is it's not really funny, but the kind of the ways that I used to think about the mayor in the movie Jaws being kind of funny, like he's just like, it's just, we're gonna ruin the town's economy, leave the beaches open. It's like that's how this guy really was. That's how the mayor of this town really was. He did not close the beaches after that guy was killed by a shark. And subsequently, more people died by way of shark attack. And at one point, the shark gets into a creek and kills a little boy. And so that's the basic plot of the story: is this town is being terrorized by a shark. And it was a period of 12 days that this all took place. And I believe 4 or 5 people died. I think 4 people died, and one person like was seriously injured. So that's the basic plot of the movie. Things I liked about this movie. This was very well acted. It was set in 1915. The characters were well developed. You really cared about what was happening. And it was just a well done movie. There was a fair amount of shark action, and what you saw was good. You don't always see the shark in this movie because it is a true story, so they want to keep it realistic, so it's not like a ridiculous situation. But the shark action was good. The story was well done. The characters were engaging, and it was very well acted. I honestly can't think of much of anything that I disliked about this movie. They did use some special effects, and the special effects were well done. It looked like it was mostly practical effects, and that most of the shark shots were actual real sharks. Now, a lot of the attack parts you didn't see, but I feel like that stuff could have been done a little bit better, but I also think that this was a TV movie, so there would have been some limitations to the gore they would have been allowed to show on television. But at any rate, 12 Days of Terror, had not seen this one before. It had been on my list for a while, and I just had never gotten around to watching it. I am really glad I did. This is a 4 out of 5 for me on this one. I say definitely check out 12 Days of Terror. I found it on YouTube to watch. It wasn't streaming anywhere. I couldn't find it to rent, so I found it on YouTube and I watched it that way. And it was a well done movie. Just, I mean, the story, none of it was boring. You can see, though, the true story that happened here and the people that were there. You can see how Jaws was definitely inspired by these events once you see this movie. Now, obviously, this movie was made well after Jaws was made. But yeah, 12 Days of Terror. I give it a 4 out of 5. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen this movie. That's going to do it for this video, guys. If you like these videos, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report, and I will catch you guys in the next one. There's a shark that gets in the creek, guys. In a creek.